Now, let us turn the page to some exciting news. Y'all need to smile at this point. And the reason we've asked all of you to gather today, the bottom line, the takeaway, here's the lead story, John. It's a great day to be a Nighthawk.
Yeah.
When I arrived at the University of North Georgia just over a year ago, we made 7 strategic big bets on the future of the University of North Georgia. Bets which curated our already well-established excellence and now are helping us to chart the course of the future of this university. Ladies and gentlemen, we are creating a university that does not exist yet. One of those bets was to become the most competitive, value-added Division II athletics program in the nation. Today, we take a significant stride toward that goal. Nighthawks softball has long been a signal of excellence, not just here at North Georgia, not just within our conference, but across the landscape of college softball. Don't worry, Brooke, you're not the coach football. But if you're willing, we may put you into that. Let me restate that. Across the landscape of college softball. America knows that the crossroads of Division II college softball go through Dahlonega, Georgia. Our program has consistently set the standard for athletic achievement, academic excellence, and community engagement over a decade of conference championships, 2 national championships, multiple All-Americans, and ladies and gentlemen, what I am most proud of, graduates who are serving across our communities and are making a difference. Young ladies who left North Georgia as champions, both on the softball field, as scholars, and now today in the communities where they live and serve. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we're poised to elevate that legacy even further. This hire represents not just a strategic move for our athletics program, but a commitment to nurturing talent, to fostering community spirit, and elevating our tradition of excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of North Georgia softball starts today. As the great Helen Keller once said, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I am convinced today that we've only just gotten started. And so my challenge is, what comes next? Truly fired up, and I can't wait for you to all be introduced to and get to know Brooke O'Hare. So ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce our Director of Intercollegiate Athletics, Mayor Rob Plunkett, who is going to introduce you to our new head softball coach. Mayor Rob.
Thank you all, and thank you, Mr. President, for being here and for your remarks in remembrance of 9/11. Thank you. North Georgia is without a doubt the premier softball school in the entire country. And when our head softball coach became vacant, we knew this would be a highly competitive search with significant interest from across the country. We knew we must conduct an exhaustive national search, which has culminated in today. Yeah, it has. From the beginning of our search, we sought out a coach who was a strategic leader, who focused on the holistic development of each player, each student athlete, someone who embraced our storied traditions and championship mindset, an exceptional competitor, and a head coach that creates a culture built on respect and trust. From our initial conversations to sitting here today, there was never a doubt that Brooke O'Hare embodies and embraces those characteristics at her core. A standout player in her own right, an accomplished head coach who wants her players and staff in the spotlight so she can stand back and watch their successes. Because at the end of the day, she boils it down to this one simple quote: "We just love people." You said that.
Amen.
Brooke O'Hare is what North Georgia stands for, and it's my honor and privilege to introduce you to Brooke O'Hare, your softball coach. Coach, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, this has been very quick. First, again, thank you, President Shannon and Mary Robb, for just trusting me to lead such a prestigious program. Obviously, it is the premier program in Division II softball, so it truly is an honor to just be considered to lead all these young ladies that come through each and every year. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. I will tell you that this was not ever something that I was looking into, but the more and more I found out about the people here, the culture here, the values and the vision, it was a no-brainer for me and my family, because this is truly where God is placing me right now, and I am overly excited to be a member of the UNG family. So thank you guys for being here today.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we'd love to hear from the floor. And John, we'll give you the pace car opportunity.
Before you came in, I drew the straw. So I would say, welcome to the market.
Thank you.
So my first thought was, Mike Davenport set a high standard here, obviously. So I would say, comparing maybe the pressure of coming into a role like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing, and then how is that compared to like maybe there's like an opportunity to do something different with the program? So is it better to have the pressure coming behind, to World Series and all that? I mean, obviously you're here, willing to take on that challenge. Is that more your focus, or is it like just something different and sort of?
No, to be fair, look, they always say you never want to be the coach that comes after the coach, right? But I'm going to be the coach that comes after the coach that's going to be here for a long time, right? And so I don't really put emphasis on what anybody else has done before me. My emphasis is bringing what I do here and making it happen.
Can you talk a little bit about what got you into coaching at the very start?
Man, what hasn't? Since I was a kid, that's all I wanted to do. I mean, since I could pick up a ball and throw it, sports has been everything to me and my family, and then now my husband and kids too. But athletics changed my life growing up. No doubt about it, no question about it. I would have been a completely different path if it wasn't for sports. And the coaches that just poured into me and loved on me and all of our teammates and then my teammates, like you just get life when you're around people like that inspire you to be the best version of yourself, right? And they changed me, and I wanted to do that for other people. And so that's why I started, and that's why I still do it today. Yeah.
Coach, you were obviously very successful at Mississippi College. I'm wondering if there are any mantras or phrases that you embody and want to bring here to North Georgia as a head coach of this program?
No, but I will tell you that there's a way that we do things, okay? And that is we bring in kids that want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. We bring in kids that want to be a part of a family culture. We're bringing kids that are blue collar, will eat dirt, run through the wall to make a play for their teammates. We want kids that want to win, but win the right way and be just a part of everyday life with all of us.
How would your players describe you?
Let's see. To be fair, we joke around a lot with each other. The coolest thing right now is I'm getting all these messages, right? And I'll probably get emotional, and I'm really not an emotional person, but I said they knew that I cared about them. At the end of the day, no matter what, I had their backs.
Coach, you talked about it a little bit. I'm wondering what your recruiting blueprint is. Obviously, you have connections geographically already already in Mississippi, but a new location in Georgia. What's just your plan early on? Any thoughts that you have on recruiting?
Yeah, well, to be fair, we'd like to keep it as short range as possible. Okay, we'd love the 2 to 4 hour range just because we like families to come back and be a part. I think it's very critical for the youth now to have families show up at games and be supportive and them see them, right? So with the talent in Georgia, we've got a lot of connections in Georgia and Tennessee and Alabama and the surrounding areas. So we would love to keep it within a 2 to 4 hour range. But again, if there's somebody a little bit further out that we think would fit the environment here, we'd get them as well.
Is there a short story that you could tell of maybe an interaction with a player or something that sort of encapsulates a little bit of your style, that maybe even somewhat humorous, that sort of just tells us a little more about you and what makes you tick as a coach?
Oh, let's see. Gosh, I don't know. Look, so when we get going every day, okay, the story is going to be semi the same. We show up, we start talking life, hey, how you doing? And then we get after it during practice, right? I mean, that's with every kid that comes in. Doesn't matter. And then when we have breaks, it's all about not talking softball. It's about going back to, hey, what about this? What about that? And getting to know them. Every kid that's come through, the whole storyline is to create them into bigger hearts, better leaders, and having confidence in themselves so that way they can go out in the real world later on and be effective and be good humans for the world, right? And to become leaders for the world. And we need more of that. And then we get right back after it. So they'll tell you, everybody, that when it's time to work, it's time to work. And they'll tell you that they know that, right? And our relationship is that. But when it's not, then it's time to get to know each other and build relationships and just enjoy life together and have fun.
Coach, in however many years you want to picture this question, when people think about North Georgia softball under Brooke O'Hare, what do you want them to say?
Team that gets after it, passionate. They're going to see us hustling on and off the field, and we're going to play the game the right way, and we'll play it to the last out of the game. But other than that, they're going to see a team that loves each other. And they're going to, the vision is to always have teams that want to show up and be around each other each and every day. And I want everybody to see that because that's important in athletics, that people enjoy what they're doing every single day.
What's your most proud accomplishment as a coach?
Seeing players get baptized. Yeah.
Trying to get any more questions?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, have you spent a lot of time in Delaware?
No. Couple hours here and there.
Is this your kind of first experience with, is this your first experience kind of coming to this area?
No. So to be fair, crazy story, right? My husband and I, we just had our 20th anniversary, and so we were thinking, okay, well, let's just go somewhere we may want to retire in life, right? And obviously, I'm not doing that anytime soon. But we went to Blue Ridge, and we hung out there for a week, and we left, and we said, you know what? This is a place for us. People were great. We loved the mountains. It wasn't crazy busy. And then next thing you know, I get a phone call. So here I am.
A lot of people end up doing it.
Yeah.
They never leave.
Is that right? Well, that's not a bad thing, right? So that's a good thing. Yeah. Good. Thank y'all.
Anyone else? Eddie, anything?
Excited you're here. I wanted to say, what would player Brooke think of Coach Brooke?
I think she'd love to play for her. No doubt about it.
What would Coach Brooke scouting report be on player Brooke?
Recruiter now.
I love it. I love it. Anyone else? All right. Well, Coach, Mary Rob, and I have an exciting presentation for you. Are you ready?
Oh, yes. Yes,
Don't
I
worry,
am.
this will feel good.
Okay. Okay.
Coach, on behalf of Nighthawk Nation, we want to welcome you
Oh, wow.
to North Georgia.